Hey friends, it is me, Rue of Beauty Guru, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we are here to play with a palette that is not new. In fact, unfortunately she is being discontinued, and this is the Strawberry Milkshake Palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. Now, this is such a stunning palette. I mean, I mainly ordered it because I needed this red in my life, but I've fallen in love with the entire palette. I think it is so pretty. I love the looks that I create using it. And I'm just really sad to find out they're discontinuing it. I've only ordered from Unearthly Cosmetics once, and the main reason I ordered actually was because I really wanted to try this palette out. Now, I obviously grabbed a couple extra things with that order, and I will of course be ordering again. I really do love what I've tried from them so far, but yeah, I don't know, I just was a little bit sad to find out that this beautiful palette was not doing well enough for them to keep it in stock, so they are discontinuing it. So I just wanted to hop on here and create some looks. I think I'm gonna do 3 looks in this video and just play with this palette, maybe inspire some of you to go pick it up before it's gone forever. As of right now, when I'm filming, there are still some on the website. However, I don't know if there will be by the time I upload, so I'll throw it in my description box down below if it is sold out or if it's still available. And yeah, I mean, if it is sold out and you still want to create these looks, you can definitely shop your stash for the looks, like for the colors that you need. I just wanted to pop on and have some fun with this palette. I was just feeling inspired after finding out about that. And yeah, so I thought I'd hop on and do some fun looks with you guys. So I think that's all I've got to say, and let's just hop right in. Alright, so let's get into the first look, and this is what I created. And I think it looks so pretty. I hope that you guys think so too. So let's just jump into how I created it. So I started with the Morphe eye primer again. It's my only eye primer, so every video I do uses it right now. But one day I will find a new primer that I want to try. I was actually thinking about ordering the Glamlight one, but both of their lightest shades are sold out. Today when I'm filming this is the Chucky restock, and I kind of wanted the palette, so I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, I might as well grab a few other things. I didn't place the order. I'm just gonna preface it saying that. I still might eventually, but today was not that day. But I was gonna get the eye primer from them too, but both of their lightest shades were sold out, so kind of deterred me from placing the order for right now, at least. I'm trying to make it so that every order I place, I get something that I actually need to restock as well, so that I'm trying other brands. But it was not that day. So the first 2 shades we're using are going to be this pink one, which is Topping, and then this dark red one, which is Juicy. And we're going to start with both those shades, and we're actually also going to dip into Whip really quickly, just for the brow bone. And that's how we're going to start. So just so I don't have to lift the palette up every single time, so we're going to go in with Whip, that really light beige, and just throw it on the brow bone to start. And this look is so cute, but it was also really quick to create the first side, so I love that it's going that smoothly. Next is Topping, which is that pink shade, and I'm putting that on my entire first half of my lid and crease on the inner part, and I'm just putting it pretty heavily. I am so sad to have found out that this palette is discontinued. As of right now, when I'm filming, it is still available on the site. But when I'm ready to post this, I'll double check if it's still in stock, and I'll let you guys know in the description box. But if it's not, you can always shop your stash for something similar if you did want to recreate some of the looks. Like this look, I did have to pull in a couple single shadows to create. But yeah, I just really wanted to create some inspiration and looks for you guys, and maybe see if anyone can be convinced to grab this before it's gone forever, because I love this palette. I think it's so cute. So I just wanted to share with you guys and let you guys know that there won't be much more time to get your hands on this palette if it is something that you want. So like I said, right now it's in stock, but I don't know if it will be by the time I get this posted. So I'll let you guys know. Okay, now that that's on, we're gonna go in with that dark red shade, Juicy. And we're just gonna do the other half of the lid and crease. And we're gonna also put this one on pretty thick. And then we will be blending the two shades together once I got it placed. But yeah, every look I've created with this palette so far I've liked. And like the color story is really cute. I love the red shimmer. It's definitely one of my favorite shades in this palette. I don't think I had any red shimmers before getting this. I mean, I have one duochrome, but I don't remember which I got first because I ordered both of them this year. And they're very different vibes, so I'm so happy to have this in my collection. And yeah, if it's a color story that speaks to you and something that you really want to try out, there's not much time left. I hope that when I post this, there's still some in stock, but as of right now, I did find out that it is being discontinued, which was kind of the inspiration for making this video. I just really do love this palette, and I'm very sad that it wasn't a better seller, because obviously that would be the reason that it has to be discontinued if it's not making enough money to be worth keeping around, right? I'm just going back with that pink shades brush without any additional product just to start blending it. I'm going to go back and forth a few times. On the lid it's not as important because I will be using like topper shades, but I still want it to have a decent blend. And then the above where the crease is, that I want blended really well. Just dipping back into Juicy a little bit just to pull it up a hair. And I think I'm almost happy with that. Okay, now let's go in with the topper shades. So first we're going to use the NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm just putting it on my finger. I've really liked this tactic lately just for doing little topper shades, so I'm just kind of sporadically putting it all over my lid. I'm not being like crazy precise. I'm not cutting the crease or like doing anything like that. And then on my finger, I'm taking the Game Beauty Shapeshifter shade in Robin Hood first. I'm running out of this shade and I'm gonna cry when it's gone. I'm putting that basically on the first half where the pink shade was placed. And again, just using my finger to do this, and I'm just gently popping it there. And next, is that enough? I can go back in if not. And then we're also going to use the Captain Hood Shapeshifter shadow from Game Beauty, and we're popping that where the red was, where we placed the glitter primer. And then we're just going to blend it lightly with the finger as well, just until you get that desired result. Okay, I might need to go back into Robin Hood just a little bit. And yeah, if you need to, just go back and forth. You can use any duochromes that are in these shades and you'd probably get a very similar effect. Don't quote me because I haven't played with a ton of different duochromes, but I'm assuming you could get this effect with most. So if you don't have these specific ones, just shop your stash, see what you can find that would make a cute topper shade. And now I'm just gonna touch up the pink and the red shades again. Just like so. I don't know, I was thinking about doing this look for a little while now, for like maybe a few days, and it turned out actually cuter than I thought it would, so I'm so happy I decided to give it a shot. It is really pretty. I hope you guys like it too. I don't know, I feel like I randomly leveled up my makeup skills recently, just out of nowhere, because lately I've been creating looks that I love. I'm going back in with the NYX glitter primer, and I'm using a little like angled brush. You can use pretty much any small brush though, because I'm just using it to pop some lash glitter glue on my lower lash line. And then for the lower lash line, I'm going in with both of these two shimmers, so the pink and the red one. The pink one is Ripe, and the red one is Cherry on Top. So we'll start with Ripe, the pink shade, and we're gonna put that on, I'm sure you guessed it, the inner part of the lower lash line, so it kind of mimics where we put the pink on top. I'm just placing that. After I put my waterline color in, I'll probably have to touch it up a little bit, but I just want to get it kind of placed. And then we will grab another angled brush and go into Cherry on Top for the other half of the lower lash line. Alright, I think I'm happy with that for the moment. Like I said, I will have to touch it up, but let's go ahead and throw my waterline color in. I went with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Piggy Bank. It's one of my most used. I have a couple that are like kind of my go-tos, and this is definitely one of them. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think I like that. Now I'm gonna, like I said, quickly just touch those two lower lash line shades up just a hair. And the red one. Trying to get it as close to that lash line as I can. And then I'm just touching up that red, like the red matte, just a hair as well. Alright, now let's quickly do the inner corner. I am using glitter primer for this as well. I just like everything to have a really intense kick to it. So ever since I discovered exactly how useful glitter primer is, I don't do really anything without it. It's a rare day when I don't use it. So we're going in with the shade Fresh, which is that shimmery yellow shade. I like it to be pretty intense. So some of the shades you do kind of have to dig into on this palette, but it's so worth it because the payoff is definitely there. Okay. Now I just have to blend it a little bit. I bring it up quite far. Sometimes you just have to work it a little bit just to get it nice and smooth. All right. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Let's prep my lash. So I went in with little half lashes that have wisps of purple for today. I just don't know where I put my lash glue. There it is. So I'm just gonna prep my lash. I might pop off camera when I put it on just because they're a pain. And I'm just gonna quickly throw my gems on while that glue sets. All right, we're gonna wait and see how that dries. While we're waiting, let's do blush. So what I did was I actually dipped into both of these shades at the same time, and they're from the Game Beauty Persona 5 collab, and it's the red and pink shade, which is Violet and Panther. So I'm literally dipping into the red and then dipping into the pink like so, and then placing it where I want it. And then I kind of blend it up a little bit and down. But I definitely want it to be the most intense, like right here. It's just how I like to do my blush. Okay, I think that looks good. And then we will blend it out a little bit more after I do my highlight. For highlight, just trying to reach it. I wanted a yellow highlight, and the only yellow one I have is from the Platinum Ice Jeffree Star one, and it is gonna be Canary Bling. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of highlight shades. I don't buy from Jeffree Star anymore, but until I can build up my collection a bit more, I gotta use what I have. So that's what we're doing. So now that that's there, I just blend it a little bit more, just like so. And then let's try doing some mascara and see if I'm happy with the lash. Excuse my face while I make weird faces while I do this. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Go me. All right, and for the lips, I used two of the Jeffree Star like mini ones in the shade Wifey and Watermelon Soda. I just mixed them together. I was hoping it would give me a little bit more of this effect because I don't have a lipstick that matches it, but it ended up being super red. So, but it's cute, so I just left it. I'm gonna quickly pop off, finish accessorizing, fix my hair, and then I will come back and show you everything. So I'll be right back. Okay, we are all done getting ready, and I just wanted to pop on to show you the completed look. So here it is, and let's hop into our next look. Hello and welcome to look number 2. May I just say that this video is going to be so hard to pick a favorite look because I loved my first look and I love this look, and I'm assuming I'll love the third look with how things are going so far. Anyways, let's just hop right in. So we are going to start with my eye primer. This is just, again, the Morphe translucent one. And I just apply it to a brush and coat my entire eye with it. How are we doing today? What day is it? It's Wednesday. And I was actually gonna work in my garage today, like I mentioned. I think I've mentioned in videos before, maybe even in this video, I don't really remember. But I do woodworking. I make like little coffin shelves and makeup brush holders and all sorts of things. And yeah, I was planning to work in my garage today because I got off from my day job a couple hours early. So I like to try and make up the difference working on my business, but I can't find my garage keys. Using the beautiful Strawberry Milkshake Palette, we're gonna just quickly do the Whip as the brow bone color again, and then we're going to start with this deep burgundy shade, Juicy. Yeah, so no idea where my keys went, and truth be told, usually I am the one that places them somewhere silly and then I have to search for them. But I think this time it was my partner because he is very kind. He always takes out the garbage, and yesterday was garbage day. Now I'm going in with a smallish fluffy brush for Juicy. And I'm just gonna pack this on both my lid and my crease, not too high up. I'm basically just following this shape here, and I'm also going in the crease, or on the lid, sorry. But anyways, yeah, so he always does the garbage, which is lovely because I am terrible. I never do it, so he just picks up the slack with that task. But I haven't used the keys since earlier in the day yesterday, and he used them in the evening. So I think he put them somewhere and I cannot find them. So I still wanted to feel productive today, so I figured I would work on this video. Which means once again, I have amazing, stunning makeup and nowhere to go. I'm gonna put this on, take some pictures, and then have to shower and start getting ready for tomorrow, for work tomorrow, and for bed and all that stuff. So I might have to recreate this look because it is so pretty. Like, I don't know, I cannot. All right, I think I'm happy with that. Next, we're going in with the darker green in this palette, which is literally called Green. And I'm using this exact same type of fluffy brush, just a different one, because I don't want the red on it. And we're just going to pack that on the other side. Also, basically following this shape. There's a little patchiness here. I can confidently say it's just my eye being a pain in the butt. It is not the shadows. So yeah, I did plan to be productive today, but instead I am going to be pretty. And I'm just packing it on quite a bit, and then I will be blending it a little bit as well. I already did a little bit of face makeup, so I'm trying to be careful not to get too much fallout. Otherwise I'd be going in quite a bit harder and like more intense, but I don't want to have to do too much for face touch-ups. So I am trying to be careful. For my face, I just used a little bit of the Juvia's Place foundation. And I used my Jeffree Star translucent setting powder just because I'm trying to get it used up so I can get rid of it. I honestly hate his setting powder because the packaging is stupid. But like the powder itself is okay, but the packaging is dumb and I can never get enough powder out, and whatever. So I'm not too worried about the blend on my lid because as you can see on the first eye, we are going to be putting a shimmer over top of it. But I do want the blend up higher to be decent. I'm trying not to muddy it up because they are kind of weird colors to work with together, but oh man, I do really love this look though. Like, I don't know what to talk about, so I'm gonna tell you what I was going to work on today. Right now, I'm working on little coffin shelves. So I make different sizes, and I just finished up an order for 2 of my 2-foot tall ones. Those are like my most popular ones probably. And so I finished up an order, plus I made some extras. And next I'm working on some 1-foot tall ones, which are like, you can't see, but like a little bigger than a head. So I'm working on some of those because I sold my last one at one of my last markets that I did. So I just want to have some back in stock and available. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now we're going to take those same shades under the eye. So for the green, I used this really thin brush because we don't take it far. We just kind of almost wing it a little bit, just like this. Most of the under eye is that beautiful burgundy shade. But yeah, so I was working on some little 1-foot tall coffin shelves, and well, that's what I started yesterday, and I have quite a bit of work left to do because I didn't get very much done yesterday. But yeah, I couldn't find my keys, and now I'm gonna have to work on those either later this evening or maybe tomorrow, which would suck because I'm trying really hard to stick to a bit of a schedule. And if I don't work on it at all today, it'll kind of mess that up. But we'll see. If it's too late by the time I find the keys, it'll just have to be an it is what it is kind of thing. Just gonna have to clean that little spot up a little bit, but that's okay. For the burgundy shade Juicy, I'm going in with this like little angled brush for under the eye. And because I want it to be pretty tight for this look, I don't want to really blow it out. And we're just, yeah, like I said, keeping it nice and tight and trying to get good pigment. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's quickly throw in my waterline color. For my waterline, I went in with one of the ColourPop cream gel liners. This one is Joyride. I feel like I use this shade quite a bit. It's one of my most used, I think. I've got a few that I kind of rotate between. I should really like try to create a look specifically around the shades that I haven't used, just to start using them more. Maybe that's what I'll do for a video one time. Do a look using some of my least used like shades or something. Challenge myself a little bit. I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm happy with that. Now let's move on to the shimmers. I'm gonna first, I just noticed that it's not quite tight to my lash line the way I would like it to be. So I'm just trying to touch that up now that I have my waterline colored. I think I'm happy there. Next, we are going to take some glitter primer, and we're just using like a flat brush. And I'm using the NYX glitter primer. I should really use my Unearthly ones to test it out, but I just want to use this bottle up first, and I have a lot left in here. So I'm just popping that on the center of my eyelid and pulling it in and out a little bit so that it covers pretty much my whole eyelid. And I was hoping this shade would be a little more of a topper if I didn't, you know, pack it on a lot. So I initially tried just lightly dabbing it with my finger, but it didn't quite work, so I'm just using a brush. And this is the shade Fresh. I almost called it Lemon, but no, it's called Fresh. And I'm just using the back side of the brush that I picked up the glitter with. And we're just lightly gonna pop it where all of the glitter primer is. And even though it didn't quite have the toppery effect I was hoping it would with a light head, I still love how it turned out. So totally okay. It's just look number one, that look with the topper shade. Oh man, it was so pretty. It's kind of got me addicted to that aesthetic, and I'm gonna probably be on a kick with it for a little while. So maybe it's a good thing that this one didn't work perfectly as a topper shade, just to keep me doing different stuff. Alright, once I'm happy with that, I'm gonna just touch up my my crease a little bit. And then I do pull the color down over top just a hair, and then it kind of actually did give that toppery effect just a little bit. I did it a little more on this eye than the first eye, so I'm just gonna fix that so they at least match. And again, going in with the green shade that's called Green, I'm just touching up the green, and I'm gonna go over the Lemon. It's not Lemon, the Fresh shade again, the yellow one. I'm gonna probably mix up that term so many times. All right, I love this. Now let's quickly throw on my inner corner. I know a lot of people need a like light white, or like, you know, a very light inner corner, but you know, I love just playing with whatever, and I decided to go in with this hot pink Ripe, and I think it looks so cute. I think that everyone that will only use super pastel-y colors on the inner corner are missing something, because I love it. I didn't use glitter primer. Sometimes for the inner corner I do, but I decided to just see how it would look. There's goop in my eye. I'm so sorry. I think it's from my eyeliner because it's red. Anyways, sorry. So sometimes I do go in with a glitter primer for my inner corner, but for this one I didn't, because I didn't want it to take over the look, and I really love how it turned out. I'm just gonna touch up the lower lash line right at that inner corner with the burgundy shade a little bit, just because when I got that goop out of my eye. Sorry, I'm human, what can I say? All right, I think I love that. Now, let's go ahead and I might fix that one gem. I think I'm just gonna take that one off and fix it. But first, let's get my eyelash prepped. So I went in with the little green half lashes. They're just off Amazon. The only thing I check is that they are faux and cruelty free, but with lashes I'm not overly picky. I just get cheap ones because I don't really like it. For me it is what it is. Like, I'm not that worried when it comes to lashes. I'm just quickly gonna fix this gem, and I will pop off to do my gems on the other eye. But if you're curious, all I do is I buy a big pack of gems off Amazon. Oh gosh, okay. and then like nail gems or whatever. And then I just use lash glue. Like you saw, I dab my skin and then I pop the gem onto the little lash glue dot, and then it's good to go. I'm gonna pop off, do my gems and lashes, and then I'll come back and there's a little glitter I want to show you, and then this side of my face, and I'll tell you what I did on my lips, and then that'll be look number 2. So I'll be right back to finish off this look in just a moment. All right, and we are back. I also did mascara just because I was doing my lashes anyways. Now let's do our last touch on the eye, and I'm just using one of the ColourPop glitter gel. This one is in the shade Love Language. Full disclosure, I don't think these are eye safe. I use them anyways, so use at your own discretion. But I'm just going to put it on like that line that basically outlines between my crease and my lid. And I'm basically doing like a mini graphic liner, and I'm just going as far as the burgundy shade goes with that. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep adding glitter until I'm happy. And sometimes it's just nice to have little bits of extra in a look, right? Okay, I think I'm good with that. All right, so as you can see, blush and highlighter has already been done on that side. Now, if only I knew, there it is, where I put it is what I was gonna say. We are going to start with the Game Beauty Persona 5 collection collab, and this one is in the shade Noir, and I like to go in quite quite intense, and I like to start off with lots right on the side here, and then I slowly blend it out to the cheeks, and I slowly blend it up a little bit as well. And this purple shade is so pretty. Like, I really like these blushes, although I don't have a lot of blushes in my collection to compare it to, which is something that I definitely need to change, but I do absolutely adore these blushes. They are used in almost all of my looks. Yeah, I think I did more on that side a little bit, but that's okay. And for highlight, I actually just decided to go in with this shade. Would not recommend it if you're not okay with quite a bit of color, but I figured the shade is called Strawberry Shake, and it's just still from the Strawberry Milkshake palette, and I just thought it'd go cute because I have the purple blush. I thought it would be a cute little, almost like a topper, but not. And I really like it. But like I said, if you don't like a colored highlight, don't use it. Pick something else maybe. But I don't care. I thought it was really cute. So that is what I went with for today. And for my lips, I started with, again, the Game Beauty Persona 5 collection. These are the liquid lipsticks. I started with Carmen. I put it over my whole lip, and then, which is like this kind of like reddy, slight pink tinge to it shade. And then on the center, I went in with this purple shade, also from the same collection. And I just put this on the middle of my lips and kind of blended it together with just a little like flat brush. And this one is in the shade Geomon. And then also just on the center of my lip, I threw a gloss on, And this is the basically only gloss I have. It is the Jeffree Star Sky High. Just another item I'm trying to get used up. But I did throw that just on the center, and I love how it turned out. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm actually gonna pull my hair down now. I just had it up to be out of my face. And here we go. And let's hop into look number 3. Okay, let's just hop right into look number 3, and excuse the shirt on my head. My hair is just drying, and yeah, so we're gonna leave that there. So of course we are gonna start with my eye primer. This is just the Morphe one, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. I love every single look. Like, this is the look we're creating, of course, and I love every single look in this video. I think this will be the first time that I won't be able to pick a favorite. So you guys will have to let me know yours, because I don't know, I'm just really honestly proud of all 3 of these looks. I feel like at some point recently I like leveled up my makeup skill, which is a really nice feeling. I feel like my recent looks have just been stepped up a little bit, and I don't know what changed exactly, but I'm happy about it. As you can see, I already did my face. I just did super light layer of foundation. And it was just the Juvia's Place I Am Magic, and we are going to start the eye. So as always, we're going to start with Whip and just put that on the brow bone. It's kind of going to be the first transition-y shade. I don't know, it's probably a step you can skip, but I like to do it, and my dog wants in the room, so I'm going to have to let her in, or else she's going to keep pawing at my door. So just give me 2 shakes. Okay, dog is in the room, and we are good to carry on. So the next shade we're gonna use, is just this pink shade, the pink matte called Topping. We're gonna throw that all on the crease and just go pretty intensely with it. What do I have to talk about today? I feel like I don't have very much to say today, so yeah, this weekend I'm just working out in my garage a little bit. I'll probably clean my house a bit. Man, I really want to do some spooky shopping for some decor and stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna do that this weekend. Can you hear those ambulances and stuff? Sorry if you can. I leave my window open till it starts to get cold out. I think I'm almost happy with that. What else can I tell you guys? Yeah, I'm just working today. Maybe I'll play a little bit of Persona because I'm not finished with that yet, but I don't know. Okay, I'm good with that. So next we're gonna take this burgundy shade, Juicy, and we're gonna deepen up the whole crease. And the outer corner here. I'm gonna do I'm planning a like Halloween themed girls night in the near future, probably late September, early October, but I haven't really gotten a whole plan together yet, but something I can tell you guys. So I want to get my house in order for that, because right now it's a little bit chaotic. It's really hard to have a cute house while running a small business from your house, because as I've mentioned in other videos, I like do woodworking and make like shelves and stuff, and it just really takes over a space if you're not careful. And so now my house looks a little bit chaotic. It has for a while, and I just want to get it to a point where at least some of the house is homey again, because right now we're just kind of at a point where it doesn't really feel like home. And yeah, so we want to kind of make it cuter. And I'd like to get like a few things done before my girls' night, because I want there to be cute spots to take photos and all of that stuff. But we'll see. Alright, I'm almost happy with that. I think I'm gonna go back in with topping that pink shade just for a minute here. I watched my first horror movie of the season last night. It was just the original Saw movie, and I don't think I've ever seen it, honestly, and I feel like for its time it was definitely a solid movie, and I definitely think that like, had it delved a little bit deeper into the psychological aspects of things, that would have been really cool. But like, I understand the times were different back then, and they were kind of still learning about what made a horror movie actually scary. And to me, it's like when you can see into the thought process of why someone does that kind of thing, and you know, you kind of learn about the way their brain works and all of that stuff. And so I don't know, but I did that last night, and yeah, it was not bad for an old movie. I definitely want to watch more of the classics. If you have any suggestions of what I should watch this year, comment them down below, because I'm getting into that spooky season vibe and I'm wanting to get into those. I think I'm happy with that for the mattes for right now. Let's start with shimmers. So I'm gonna use my glitter glue, and this is just the NYX one, and I'm gonna plop it all over where the lid is still blank, and just a little bit onto the red on either side here, and a little bit up as well. Just like so. Okay. Now the shimmers I'm gonna dip into are gonna be the red one, Cherry on Top, and the yellow one, Fresh. So I'm gonna start with Cherry on Top and then move into Fresh. So for Cherry on Top, I'm just using like a flat brush, and I'm just gonna pick some up, and I'm gonna go I'm basically gonna circle that part that I put the glitter glue on. So I'm gonna go on the outer edge, the top, and the other edge kind of thing. And then lemon is going to be like the center color, and we will blend it all together after. So something like that. And then I'm going to just pop on some of the Fresh shade, and then we'll get everything looking how I want it to once everything's set down. Just like that. Now I'm going to start kind of blending into the red a little bit, and then I'll do the same with the red shaded brush. I'm going to go back in with a Cherry on Top. Kind of like that. I'm going to go a little bit more with Fresh. I always want to call Fresh lemon. I don't know why, because because it's a pretty lemony shade, I guess. And the Strawberry Imprints, only in that shade, it just gives me a lemon vibe. I don't know. I think it's just my brain playing tricks on me. But I'm just going back and forth until I'm happy. Then I'm going to go back in with that Burgundy Matte shade on a bit of a smaller brush. Kind of like a soft pencil brush. And I'm just going to kind of work on the blend on between the red shimmer and the burgundy a little bit. Just like that. And then for the under eye, I am going to use the two same shimmers. We'll do that in a second here. Okay, I'm going to go back in with the big fluffy brush, big-ish, big for my eye, fluffy brush that I used with burgundy. Just to blend it out just a tiny bit more, and I think I am loving that. All right, let's do the under eye. So I am going back in with the NYX glitter glue, and I'm just putting it on the very tippy top of my brush, just a little bit, and I'm just gonna pop that on my under eye. I'm going to start with the fresh shade, the yellow one. I'm going to pop it in the center. Just like so. I'm going to throw on the red shade Cherry on top on each side. And I'm going to kind of blend it a little bit. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. There's a little bit of fallout I might have to deal with. We'll see. All right, let's do the inner corner. And I'm just going back in with the NYX glitter glue. Just need a tiny, tiny bit. And then I'm going in with this pink shimmer, Ripe. And that's going to be my inner corner. I know a lot of people do something like really pastel or light, but I don't know. I like using a weird kind of different shades sometimes. I think it looks really cute. All right, I believe that's it for the eyeshadows. Let's do the waterline. So for that, I'm using the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Joyride. And now let's prep our lashes. So I went in with the pink half lash. And while that one sits, I will get my gems put on. So we're gonna just do one right about here. We'll start with that, and that's a big red one. I dropped it. And this is why I just get them off Amazon, because otherwise they're so expensive and you just don't get very many for the amount of money you pay. So just pulled out a new red one, and I'm just popping it on that dab of glue. And then we're doing 3 little pink ones on the inner corner here. So here, here, and like there kind of thing. Hopefully that matches. One, 2, and 3. Okay, it's close-ish to the other eye. I think I can live with it. I lost one, hold on. It fell off. There. All right, I'm calling that good. Let's throw our lash on. I might fast forward through this if it doesn't go smoothly, so I might be right back. Oh, I think it went well. Let's see how that dries, and while we wait, we'll do our blush. So I went in with the Game Beauty Persona 5 collection. This one is in the shade Panther. And I go in pretty heavily, and I put lots right there, and then I kind of blend it up and blend it down. And then I got a little bit too much on my forehead there, so I'm just taking that was my powder brush. I'm just using that to help blend it out a little bit. I'm just gonna bring it down a bit. Okay, and then we'll highlight. So this is from Wet n Wild, but the name was on a sticker that came off, so I have no idea what it's called, but that's what we're gonna use today. It's like a white highlighter, and then I'm just gonna kind of blend it together and dilute it a little bit with the powder brush that I had. And let's see how that lash turned out. I'm gonna put mascara on. And we'll use our lash curler. Uh-oh, it did not stick at all. Okay, I'm gonna pop off and get my lash on properly, and then I will come back. All right, I am back, and this is the completed look. For lips, I mixed these together. So I started with, these are both from the Game Beauty Persona 5 collection, and I started with Milady, and I put that all over my lips. And then I went in with Arson, which is a little more red, and I just put that in the center and kind of blended it out. So that is my finished look. I'm gonna pop off, finish my hair and my outfit, and get finished up, and then I will come back and talk about the palette, and yeah, that'll be that. So give me 1 second. Okay, so here we are back, finished up. I'm dressed, I'm accessorized, and I'm ready to start my day. I love this look. I love that by accessorizing I was able to still have a bit of a fallish vibe. I feel like the yellow on the middle just brings in all this little bit of yellow that I pulled into the outfit. I loved every single look I created this video. I hope you guys did too. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. This palette is stunning. I know I mentioned in my first impressions with it that you kind of have to dig into these shimmers a little bit. That is still true, but dang, are they beautiful. And the mattes, they blend beautifully. I have had no issues with them. I really like having this whip shade in here. I didn't think I would, but I don't know. I like having a transition-y shade. 9 pens are not my top choice for a palette. I do like something a little bit bigger, but when it's done well, it's done well, and that palette is done very beautifully. I really love playing with it, and I'm so sad to find out it is being discontinued. Maybe she'll make a comeback with it. Like, she's been revamping a lot of her old palettes, so maybe she'll do that with this one as well. But honestly, I think it's perfect as is. But if she does revamp it and it's kind of got a different color story to it, maybe I will try it out too. We'll see what she does in the future, I guess. But for right now, I am so happy that I got my hands on this before she decided to call it quits on this one. And yeah, I want more Unearthly Cosmetics in my life so badly. I definitely want to get that Halloween collection. I honestly haven't ordered makeup since my Cosmic Brushes order. But I definitely want to get a couple Halloween releases. Money is just a little tight right now, and that's got to keep my priorities straight. But as soon as I get a little extra spending money, oh, you best believe that I'm going to get my hands on that Unearthly one if I can, and like if it's still available, I mean, and potentially a few others. I'm so excited for these Halloween releases. And yeah, anyways, totally got off topic there, but I hope you guys enjoyed these looks. I loved creating them. I feel so freaking pretty in every single look I've done. I could have done 10 looks with this palette for a video, but I don't have the time. Anyways, yeah, I had so much fun creating these looks, and I would love to know if you have a favorite, or if you're like me and you just can't choose, because yeah, they're just all so pretty. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked this video, feel free to hit subscribe. I post content currently once a week, on Mondays. And I also have Instagram and TikTok, and I always post those down in the description box if you want to follow me there as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.